What's up, y'all? Welcome to our sports opinions of the week slash holiday, including sports. So happy Halloween! Austin, I don't know if I've shared with you. I believe it's in my Instagram bio. Do you know my thoughts about Halloween?
I do not.
I think it's one of the most overrated holidays. I don't understand how it gets a month and Thanksgiving barely gets a week, gets a day, but everyone's like, dude, Halloween coming up as soon as October. I'm like, yo. As a kid, it is an amazing holiday. I'm not shaming kids out there. I'm talking about people our age. Because as a kid, it's the best holiday ever. You get candy, you get to dress up and stuff. But
People
can
get
I still
people get
dress
a
up
night to
now?
forget who they are, to forget their
Yeah.
problems.
Okay, that's true. But I can't go to a house and be like, yo, give me candy. They're gonna go, aren't you a little too old for this?
I think they'd say a lot too old for this, but
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, so that's my opinion. But I think the day is fun. I just don't understand how it gets a month. But this is gonna be fun. But however, I do love doing this, and like I said, I'm gonna push the boundaries on this. I'll let you introduce it, and you're not in costume, but your costume could be a podcaster. You have a costume idea or no?
that's my one thing. I love Halloween. I love watching scary movies. I love eating candy on the night. It gives me an excuse to do something that I usually try to avoid doing. But I do not have a costume idea. I haven't worn a costume in the last 6 or 7 years. It's been a while. And I don't, it's not that I don't like to dress up in a costume, but I'm a very do it or don't. And I'm not going to just put on like a lot of people do. I have a Judge jersey. I'm not going to put on a Judge jersey and some gray baseball pants. I'm Aaron Judge. No, that's terrible. When I did do them, they were legit and they were okay. We're doing this. It's either we're doing this or we're not. And I'm not just going to put on my jersey and say I'm that player. I'm not going to put on again, I have a lot of jerseys in there. I'm not going to put on my Gary Sanchez jersey and just say I'm Gary Sanchez.
Yeah, I'm not really a jerseys person. The thing is, I'm having a party, but the World Series game is gonna be on, so I might just be like Rangers fan.
The one thing I could believe you could do is, at least for me, because I have hockey gear, if you went out and like got it, for example, my favorite player is Joe Pavelski. You got Joe Pavelski jersey, got the shells to put on your pants, wore the skates, but put on skate protectors. You know what? I think that'd be enough. I think that's the only sport though that I think you could do because it is so much different. I guess you could do football if you were in the gear.
I
I would
did dress as Tony Romo one year, and I had football pants, but I was like 10, so
no cleats.
no, I didn't have cleats. But yeah. So I'm just curious. I'm also like, I don't want to spend a ton of money on a costume, so I'm doing a character I relate to, and that's Nick Miller. And people say I'm Nick Miller, so I'm gonna do that. Are you a New Girl person or no?
Not really.
Okay, but it fits. He's a Chicago fan. I kind of like Chicago, but yeah, we'll get right into it because I did get a costume, but I'm excited for this scariest trades in sports.
So yeah, I'll start it off. Let's go to basketball. This one was the easiest one for me. I have to say the Rudy Gobert trade. That there's no way that again. This I'll kind of explain it a little bit more, like how this works. They could be scary for the team that traded for a player, traded a player away, or just for the league in general. This was a scary trade, but for the Minnesota Timberwolves, you cannot tell me this is not one of the scariest trades looking back at it of all time.
That is a good trade. The NBA is the one where I push the boundaries the most. Chris Paul to the Lakers. It was so scary,
I
Austin.
don't
It
think
couldn't
that
happen.
counts. That just
What do you
doesn't
mean?
count.
It was
It's
too
not a
scary for the
trade. It
league.
didn't happen.
That's the point because it was too scary.
No, that's not why. I don't think you know the history of why it didn't happen. The NBA, okay, so the owner of the Hornets, right?
Yeah, was the NBA.
Well, I was about to say the Hornets did not have their owner. Their owner left. So while
Yeah.
the NBA was trying to find an owner, the GM of the Hornets tried to trade Chris Paul. Okay, well, the owner gets to check every trade ever in real life and say, no, let's not make that trade. And the NBA, as the owner, decided that trade was either not fair or not good for the Hornets.
Or it was too scary for them.
No,
So
I don't buy that at all.
I had a feeling. I was like, I'm gonna say this because it would have been scary
It would
with
have been.
Paul
It
and
just
Kobe.
doesn't. It doesn't really count.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say it counts. See, this is how I'm pushing the boundaries.
I'm glad you're being adventurous, Kevin.
Thank you, thank you. But I seriously believe because I was thinking, I was like, Rudy Gobert one's good, but I was like, man, what are some other scary ones? Like, I don't know if the Celtics big three counts, like those trades.
You know what? You know what? I'm actually going to change one on my list. If you're going to go
You're
boundary,
gonna go.
I'll change mine because I just came up with a really good one in my opinion.
Okay,
So
okay.
I'm going to
Okay, cool.
change one of mine.
All
And
right. Well, while you do that, I'll do my NFL one, which is where I also push the boundaries a little bit. It is. It's a little bit recent, but it is the uh, Diggs to Buffalo. But it was scary for both teams because if you think about it, who did that pick turn into? Justin
educate me.
Jefferson,
Oh,
which is scary because Justin Jefferson's he's one of the best wide receivers. Then it was scary with the Bills and Stephon Diggs, even though they've fallen apart. Like it was fantastic. So I think it was scary for the league because the Vikings got, you could argue, an even better wide receiver in
oh
Justin
yeah. I think it's
Jefferson.
easily a better wide receiver,
Yeah.
and that's a good one. My NFL also recent Christian McCaffrey. Just the
Ooh.
thought of Christian McCaffrey on the 49ers terrifies me. So looking back at that trade is terrifying for the league. To see how productive Christian McCaffrey has been, how he has really excelled at this kind of role that the 49ers like to implement him as, he had to be here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one too. It's a scary one. I thought, yeah, I couldn't think of another one. But yeah, let's go to the one that you came up with just now.
Okay, so this one's pushing the boundaries. It's just like yours. It did not happen.
Hmm.
Mine's Mike Trout. Why? They are going to trade Mike Trout. The Angels will trade Mike Trout. They will. I can guarantee it. I would bet my
Okay.
life savings that they trade Mike Trout. And whoever they trade him to, I am horrified. Horrified. Because Mike Trout will not have to be the entire offense along with Otani. He will probably be healthy. He is still as good as he always has been, or at least very close to that MVP level. I could see him winning another MVP in the future. And if he's traded to the Phillies,
Dude,
oh
that would be
no.
crazy.
Oh no. He's from Philadelphia. Again, if he's traded to the Phillies, I may have a panic attack. So
Who would be the better? Would Bryce Harper still
I
be a better in the playoffs?
no, and also I can see the Mets trading for him if they get Otani. Well, who's to say they would not get a trade for
Dude,
Mike Trout? So
that's
they get
crazy.
rid of
Okay.
Verlander and Scherzer and all these guys. Even if he's traded to a team that didn't make the playoffs, I'm still terrified because they're probably going to handle Mike Trout better than the Angels did because that cannot go worse.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I like the pushing the boundaries. Okay, future trade. I like it. I like it. Definitely pushing the boundaries, but I like it. I'll go. All right, I'll go to my MLB one. So the Dodgers trade Jordan Alvarez.
Ooh. So the trade I had here before was the White Sox trading away Fernando Tatis because they basically acted like he
Ooh.
was a nobody. But I thought the Mike Trout one's still more terrifying.
Yeah,
But
no,
yeah, the MLB has a lot of good ones. I mean, Adolis Garcia, Randy Rosarena,
it's
two
so funny,
two ALCS MVPs traded from the Cardinals.
man. You know what? Serves them right, and still not enough paying for them. So, but yeah, yeah, I think Jordan because like we were talking about it in the MLB video, he is scary. He is
Oh,
insane.
he's terrifying. And so was a guy like I said, Tatis. The White Sox gave him. He was a filler trade in a. I
That's
think it
insane.
was James Shields. Let me just fact check that.
Yes, I think you're right. It's James Shields.
Yeah, he was a filler. He's like, can you guys just add another prospect? And we're like, sure, we'll give you Tatis. Tatis?
He
He
becomes like the
wasn't.
center point of their organization.
Yes, becomes the logo for an entire MLB game after his first full season. So I that trade was terrifying. The MLB has a lot of good ones. I think the MLB, unlike any other sport, is going to be like that though because of how many minor leagues they have. So you could again trade away nobody, and it become Fernando. You just trade away the best player in baseball, or That probably wouldn't happen because Otani's always going to be the best player in baseball, always in the league. But Jordan is in that level. He's in that tier.
And like, unless like some scandal comes out, he's like amazing. He's like one of the best hitters.
Yeah.
Like you literally have to be perfect, and no matter what, like he adjusted to what the Rangers were doing.
The Rangers could not pray to get him out, let alone
Yeah,
get him out.
yeah. Like they got so lucky in Game 1 when he struck out with curveballs, and then next, like then he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna lay off the curveball." It's insane. So yeah, that's a good one. Now we go to the NHL. This one's pretty recent for me. Jack Eichel trade to Vegas. I know it's just when healthy, and to me, it's the most mind-boggling trade. I'm like, how did they really pull that off? That's pretty scary.
Yeah. Mine is Wayne Gretzky. I feel like it has to be him getting traded from the Oilers to the Kings. The Kings became a powerhouse immediately. The Oilers did end up winning a Stanley Cup, but him getting traded to the Kings, that's scary for the league. Uh, Gretzky always seemed like a guy. He's the reason why hockey is so popular in California now. So I feel like I had to show love to one of the older guys. I didn't have any one of those older trades, and I wanted to have at least one.
Yeah, that was a good one. I thought about Gretzky, but then I was like, I'll go a little bit more recent. But yeah, it's really good. We both pushed the boundaries. You don't agree with my scariest trade on the NBA. I'd like to argue it is because literally couldn't happen. So, but yeah, let us know what you think. Austin, I'll let you close it out since you're. Yeah, I'll let you end it on a spooky note or any other note.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening, and have a great Halloween. I hope you guys enjoy it.